Right, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be working through a couple of word problems. Now I know everybody's super excited about these because everybody loves word problems. Okay, so the first word problem we're going to go through, and the first thing I always do is I always read through the problem fully first. And then I'm going to figure out what is it really asking me to do. So let's read through the problem. A college received 90% of its order of laptop keyboards from a vendor. Some of the keyboards were defective. The equation below represents the situation, where X represents the total number of keyboards ordered, right here, and Y represents the number of keyboards that were non-defective, so the ones that were good. If the college ordered 200 keyboards, how many non-defective keyboards did the college receive? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the equation that they gave us, and we're going to substitute in 200 for X, because X is the number of keyboards that they ordered. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. So 0.9 times 200 minus 1 over 18, 0.9 times 200 again. Okay, order of operations tells me I need to do it inside parentheses. I really don't see too much. I have 0.9 times 200, I guess that is inside parentheses, so let's figure out what that is. 180, and again I get it for right here, so I'm just going to do this. Alright, I do have multiplication and division to worry about before addition or subtraction, so I am going to multiply 1 over 18 times 180, and they make this really nice for us. We do have the 180 out front still. So 180 divided by 18 is 10. So at least they made that nice for us. And then my subtraction comes last. So 170 of those keyboards actually worked. So they were good. They were non-defective keyboards. The second problem I'm going to go through, it says find 3 consecutive integers whose sum is 78. Now there's more than one step here, but step 1 is to write the expressions for the integers and assume X is the first variable. So if we have X, find 3 consecutive integers. So the next integer is going to be X plus 1. And the third integer will be X plus 2. Okay. So now we need to actually write an equation to represent this. So if it's sum, that means we're adding our 3 integers together. And we're going to set it equal to our 78. Let's combine like terms, so x plus x plus x is 3x. 1 plus 2 is 3. And then we're going to work backwards to solve for x. So I'm going to start by subtracting 3 from both sides. 78 minus 3 is 75. And then I'm going to divide each side by 3. So when I do that, I get x equals 25. So 75 divided by 3 is 25. So my very first integer is going to be 25. And if it's 3 consecutive integers, that means it would be 25, 26, and then finally 27. And when we add those 3 numbers together, we do get a total of 78. And then the last problem I'm going to work through for our word problems says the lengths of a triangle are consecutive even integers. What is the length of the median side if the perimeter is 36? Set up the equation and solve. Okay, so we have x. Now, because we're talking about even, we are going to have x plus 2 represent that middle integer. And then x plus 4 represent that last integer. So the equation we're going to come up this time, if we sum those, let's see here. Again, we're adding because sum means to add. And we're going to set it equal to 36. Okay. So here are are our sides of our triangle, and the perimeter, when we add up the sides, equals 36. So let's combine like terms. It's x plus x plus x, which is 3x. 2 plus 4 is 6. Let's subtract 6 from both sides so I can solve for x. So 36 minus 6 is just 30. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 3 so I can get x by itself. So 30 divided by 3 is 10. Okay, so that's my first integer, is 10. My second integer, my second side, would have to be 12, and my last side would have to be 14. It says, what is the length of the medium side? So that's the one in the middle here. So 12 would be the medium side.